Hi, I'm Brad, and I want to tell you about an idea of mine. But in order for it all to make sense and why I'm doing it, I feel I need to share something. Um, Honestly, it feels a bit more like a confession. Uh, I am reading off a script, but I wrote the script, so it's fine. But as of many others in the UK, I've been in almost constant contact with mental health issues. This is no surprise, as on average, 1 in 4 people will suffer from mental health issues in the course of a single year. Although I experienced this through close friends and family relatives, it's a lot harder confronting issues with mental health firsthand, actually having the diagnosis yourself. As of April 2013, I have been one of roughly 290,000 people in the UK with some sort of anxiety disorder. I say some sort of anxiety because there are many different types, because people's minds react differently to different environmental and social factors, etc. For example, the variation of anxiety I have seems to cause hallucinations and pretty grim mental images when I'm put under excessive amounts of stress. It's something I've tried to deal with for nearly 6 months by myself. It's been going on for nearly a year now, so yeah, April 2013. And it was something I tried to deal with for 6 months by myself. And once my parents did find out, I even lied to them to try and make that everything was okay, to make their lives easier. Don't do that. It can really be like it's said in documentaries, where everything seems dark and there's no one there to help you. 1 minute you'll feel okay, and the next you'll feel pretty dark and could find yourself doing something very stupid. It's only recently I've sought help and actually felt like I've been making a recovery. However, despite what I know, I still to this day don't exactly know what's wrong with me. I don't feel like I know what's wrong. I was never definitively told that I have a certain anxiety disorder. I was simply assessed, told that it was highly unlikely that I did not suffer from psychosis, um, and that I was being referred somewhere else where they would help me make a decision on how I wanted to progress. Sadly, this is the case for thousands of children and young people in the UK suffering from mental health issues, and that in itself is wrong. And it gets a lot scarier when you actually do some research. According to the Young Minds organisation, more than half of all adults in the UK with mental health problems were diagnosed when they were children. Less than half of these adults felt they were treated appropriately at the time. Nearly 80,000 children and young people suffer from severe depression, and roughly 10% of these cases are aged 10 years old and below. So 10%, that's 8,000 children in the UK that are aged 10 years old. So that's year 7 and below are suffering from severe depression. And these are all perfectly legit statistics, and you can find them I've put them in the link in the description. After experiencing all of this, as well as having a close friend tell me that enough isn't being done about this, I decided to make a plan. I am planning to set up a charity that not only helps children and young people diagnosed with mental health issues, but primarily to raise awareness in the UK that although in this grand scheme of things, from adults to young adults, issues that we face may not necessarily be major when you look at the big picture, but at the time it can cause some serious mental health issues, if that makes sense. I mean, I'll just read the script here. The issues young people face may not be considered major in the grand scheme of things, but at the time they can lead to serious mental health issues, and so should definitely not be overlooked by anyone, let alone the NHS. I want to do the whole deal. I want to raise as much money and awareness as possible. Mainly the awareness, because without awareness there isn't help. And I want to do literally everything. I want fundraising events, I want school talks, everything possible to make people more aware of how serious this actually is. So yeah, that's my idea and kind of my confession. Please take the time. The main thing I want you to do, if you've watched this far, is to share this video on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you use. But yeah, hit the share button. I've put the Facebook page link in the description as well. So if you could like that as well, because I'm going to need as much support as possible in order to make this a reality. So that's my idea. Yay. So yeah, thank you for watching.